All right, welcome in everybody. Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of Dirty Old Bastards Wicked Cushion 410 Outlaw Series. Tonight from Lima Land. 35 laps scheduled for the feature in session number 1. 50 scheduled for the feature in session number 2. Let us know where you're tuning in from, if it's the Facebook page, the YouTube page, or the Twitch page. Broke over the 4,800 followers barrier this afternoon. Appreciate everybody giving us the likes, the follows, and the shares. Keep it up, guys. These guys got about a minute to go here in the practice session. If you're just joining us this evening, which I'm sure you are because session number 1 was rained out, iRacing was having their standard, let's see if we can keep DSRL from racing glitch. So they had to rain out their race at Lanier tonight. They're going to move it back to next week, see if they can actually get it in for a change. But iRacing found it fitting to fix it about 20 minutes after the race was called. So you're going to get to watch the Dirty Old Bastards tonight. Practice session winding down, and everybody knows what that means at the Dirt Racing Network. It is time for our national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
All right. Qualifying starting to wind down. Still about 20 seconds to go. A few cars out on the track still. Right now, David Heileman, Braden Eiley, Kendall Tucker, Josh Steinke, and Cody Downard showing as the top 5 in qualifying. Probably be starting, if they've inverted the heat races, probably starting 4th in each one of their heat races. About 40 cars, 43 cars checked in tonight, it looks like. Qualifying over. Get ready to do our first of what appears to be 5 heat races. We'll come back and check that again after we get through heat race number 1. Appreciate you guys tuning in, especially the guys from Australia. Thank you for joining us this evening. All right. On the pole, the Mode Media House number 9 of Justin Thomas, and to his outside. Going to be the Track Ambassadors, Dirty Old Bastards, Wicked Cushion number 93, the Catfish, Chris Roberts. Row 2 on the inside, the Splash and Go Graphics, 18-1 Designs, Team Unified Racing, number 003 of Cody Downard. Next to him, the Napa Auto Parts, Wicked Energy Gum, Casey Kane Sim Racing Team, Number 49 of the Hulk, David Heileman. Row 3 on the inside, the 7 machine, or the 18 machine, excuse me, of Hayden Cardwell. And on his outside, going to be Michael Sheridan. In the J&B, Mohawk, Dave Blaney Racing, number 15. Row 3 on the inside. 67 machine from Top Gun Motorsports. That's Brandon Igo. And on his outside, the Simmons, number 039 of Kevin Swindell. Row 5 on the inside, the Splash and Go Graphics. T Unified Racing, number 82 of Dustin Griffiths. And on his outside, going to be the Wicked Energy, number 044 of Mike Henninger. And on the back row, by himself, Swindell Speed Labs, number 211. That's going to be James Edens. Once we get all the driver pictures in and start getting them uploaded, those drivers' images will show. And once the guys fill out the form, everybody will start to see a little more information about these guys. Try to add a few things to the broadcast for you. Already been to a World Outlaws race. We might be scheduling another one. We don't know. But right now, green flag over the Outlaw Series here at Dirty Old Bastards. 4 wide in turns 1 and 2. That was Chris Roberts in the middle of Cody Downard right there. Still 3 wide after the first lap. Downard was on the bottom. Roberts was in the middle. And Justin Thomas was on top. And somebody is around backwards here. I'm going to say it's Hayden Cardwell, and it is. His car just a little bit on the backward side. Got down there, clipped those tires on the inside. And once you do that, usually upsets the car just enough. There it was. Lifted the left rear up, and around he went. Little bit of contact. He and James Edens. We'll see if that affected Edens' car at all. Let me refresh these paints and see if Trading Paints will actually cooperate with us. I know iRacing was having problems a little while ago, but quite frankly, that shouldn't affect Trading Paints a bit. But apparently, it's going to. All right, going to be at the halfway point this time. It's a Downard, Roberts, Thomas, Heileman, Sheridan, Swindell, Edens, Henninger, Griffiths, and Hayden Cardwell. Cardwell's car still rolling. Brandon Igo on the infield. He may have been the car that made the contact in that caution. But we're back to racing. 5 down, 5 to go. Heat race number 1. Cody Downard in front of the Catfish. Chris Roberts and David Heileman working the high side. Getting around Justin Thomas there on the outside of the track. Justin Thomas trying to run the middle here, the number 9 car. He sits in the 4th and final transfer spot. The battle started to heat up for just a second at the front. Roberts had a pretty good run at Downard. Now Heileman's making a run at them both on the outside. Cody Downard hooking it down on the bottom. David Heileman putting that right rear up on the cushion. He beat Roberts to the line that time. Now Roberts, all kinds of problems. Bumps the tires, pounds the throttle, and Justin Thomas has gotten around him. The white flag is in the air. Cody Downard had the lead at the line. David Heileman's working the high side. Now the Hulk out in front. Will he have it at the line, or will Downard get the drive off the corner? Not a chance. It's Heileman, then Downard, Chris Roberts, and Justin Thomas making it straight to the A-main. Everybody else into the soup. So 1 down, 3 more to go. 4 heat races on the docket tonight. Session number 1. On the pole, a Team VLR, Beer Hill Gang number 23 of Stephen Calavoda. And on his outside, the Supermoon number 080 of Vinny Sansone. Row 2 on the inside, the X Machine. It's a Wicked Cushion car. Mike Keegan, the pilot. And on his outside, the Dirt Racing Network, number 005 of Braden Eiler. Row 3 on the inside, going to be the 77. That is another Wicked Kissing car, the Dirty Old Bastard Dirt Track and Bastards machine, Aaron Schaefer. And on his outside, the 205, Tyler Curtis. Row 4 on the inside, the 110. That's the Cadillac Man, Keith Hanley. And on his outside, the man, the myth, the legend, the Cognitive Warriors, Wicked Energy Gum, number 97 of Matt Henninger. Row 5 on the inside, the 14, Trevor Fitz. And to his outside, going to be the 696 of Brian Heisler. And on the back row by himself, the Wicked Relief Gum with CDB Wicked Cushion, team setting number 25 of Kevin Click. Green flag in the air. Heat race number 2 underway. Cal Lavoda, good run down that backstretch. Down into turns 3 and 4 for the first time in this heat race. Contact between Sansone and Keegan. That's going to let Heiler have the high side all to himself, move him to P2. Off the corner, Cal Lavoda able to hang in on the bottom and keep the lead. He actually stretched it out a little bit that lap. Now Sansone sees what he's doing, tries to go to the bottom and get around Eiler, but it's still Calavoda, Eiler, Sansone, and Mike Keegan. Now Keegan going to work the Eiler line up there, try to make himself a little bit of room and a little bit of speed, see if he can get around, get off the bubble right now. Aaron Schaefer right behind on the inside. 4 down, 6 to go. Calavoda, good bit out in front of these guys. Those 3 on the screen battling for second, third, and fourth. It's Eiler, then Keegan, then Sansone. Now Aaron Schaefer making a bid to get in the middle of this. Plenty of laps left in this one. Short as this track is, it doesn't take long to make up space when you're able to make a move. And right now, Vinny Sansone's got all the company that he wants. Right there behind him, the 77 machine of Aaron Schaefer. Matt Henninger running back here in the 7th spot. Kevin Hanley right in front of him. We're going to get 2 to go this time. Steven Calavoda through the middle. Starting to lose a little bit of ground to Braden Eiler. Clips the tires, loses more, and Eiler's going to go by on the high side. Braden Eiler, the high side hustler. Has the lead away from Calavoda. Now Mike Keegan trying to make a bid, getting a run on the top side as well. But we're coming to the checkered flag. It's going to be Eiler, Calavoda, Keegan, and Sansone with the transfer spots. Everybody else looking at consolation races for session 1. Thanks for the shares, guys. Likes and follows. Always appreciate those too. Heat race 3, gridding out on the front stretch on the pole. The All-Star Performance. Black Number Motorsports, number 42, Sean Wallenfels, and on his outside, the Wicked Energy Gum, Team Casey Kane. Number 9 of the Toledo Rocket, Chris Brenner. Row 2 on the inside, the Supermoon, number 90. That's Joe Quinn. And to his outside, the Swindell Speed Labs. Number 39 of Kendall Tucker. Not you seeing him in that car. Row 3 inside. The Browns custom paint and body number 92 of Peyton Grease, and on his outside, Dirt Track and Bastards Wicked Cushion number 21 of Tyler Henselman. Row 4, on the inside, the 002, that's Matt Williams, and on his outside, team setting number 84, Billy Rowley. In the 5th row on the inside, another Dirty Old Bastards Wicked Cushion car, that's the 20 of John Lowe, and to his outside, the 032, that's going to be Derek Layton. And on the back row by himself, Black Number Motorsports Dirt Racing Network number 91 of Ernie Williams. Welcome, guys. I see everybody from the different chats over here. Green flag in the air. Heat race number 3 underway. Right to the top, Chris Brenner. In the 2nd position, going to try to use the momentum on the high side. Doesn't have the lead that time by. Still Wallenfels out in front. Joe Quinn right behind that. Kendall Tucker trying to make his way through in that 39 machine. But right now, Chris Brenner has the lead. And they're 3 wide for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right behind him. Tucker, Quinn, and Wallenfels. Oh, and that's going to save Brenner. Maybe, maybe not. Brenner was out in front when the caution came out. The car was way out of shape. Not sure. Derek Layton maybe bringing out the caution. Yeah, that car was sideways right there. Upside down, actually, right there. So we're going to have to wait for timing and scoring to catch back up. But right now it looks like it's Brenner, Tucker, Quinn, Wallenfels, Henselman, Rowley, Williams, Lowe, Grease, and Layton. And that's Matt Williams ahead of Ernie Williams. That looks more like it. Had to wait for timing and scoring to get all caught up there. So we're going to be going green this time. 4 laps to go. Green flag back in the air. Tucker wasted no time. Slide job in turns 1 and 2, and Brenner's going to cross right back over. Nothing doing for Tucker that time by. Now Brenner a little out of shape, and Tucker punts him into the wall. Caution out. We were watching that one live when it happened. Brenner got up in the middle of the corner. The car got just a little sideways, and Tucker put the push bar right between the tires. Close quarters racing, and if you make a mistake, a lot of times you end up on the short end of the stick. This one is going to finish under the caution flag. It's going to be Quinn, Wallenfels, Tucker, and Rowley, our top 4. Everyone else going to be playing in the soup, trying to make it into the A main. So we're going to have 16 from the heat races. We'll find 8 from our V main tonight. You did not hear what I had to say to begin this whole thing there, Mr. Batista, but let's just leave it at I'm not a happy camper. So finishing up heat race number 3, one more to go. And we'll get ready to advance into the consolation races, probably C main, B main, and we will move it right along here. But heat race number 4 going to grid out on the front stretch. And on the pole is going to be the 210 machine of the Dirt Track Terror, James Tiernan. To his outside, the Rockstar Productions number 1X, I think it is, of Mason Hannigan. Row 2 on the inside. Going to be the Black Now Motorsports number 36 of Nathan Davis, and to his outside, his teammate in the 80, the King, Josh Steinke. Row 3 inside. Scheduled to be the Casey's General Store number 047 of Jason Randolph, and to his outside, the Swindell Speed Labs number 152 of Colton Hardy. Row 4 on the inside, the 238, Anthony Marbalijo, and on his outside, the AFD number 422 of Ross Weiss. Row 5 inside, the TTL Simworks number 2 of Dylan Hauser, and on his outside, the Nuobi MMR number 12 of Alex Bergeron. And on the back row by himself, yellow's up, number 001, that's Anthony Job. Is it Monday again? Because it feels like Monday. All right, 10 more laps to go in heat races, and we'll start our consolation races. Take the top 4 from here, and they will fill in the 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th positions in the A main. And we'll find 8 more out of the feature, but the green flag is out. Tiernan on the bottom. Hannigan right behind, and those two so close they could reach out and hold hands around the corner. And right behind them, the 2 teammates, Nathan Davis, Josh Steinke, holding down 3rd and 4th. 3 cars running on the bottom in that top 4. Nathan Davis, the only one going to the high side, and that's where everybody's been making headway. All the heat races previous to this one. And right now it looks like Davis is actually closing the gap just a little bit. Completing the third of 10 laps. And if he stays up there and the momentum keeps going the way it is, he'll have the lead in about 3 laps here. But Mason Hannigan's starting to venture out just a little bit wider. A little too late for him. 36 cars around him, the 80 cars around him, and now the battle for the lead heating up. It's Tiernan and Davis. Now Davis has it away on the top side. Move Tiernan back to second. Steinke around the top side, going to take that away. Move Tiernan back to third. A BDM party at the front. Then James Tiernan, Colton Hardy now into the 4th spot. Got himself in a transfer position, at least for the time being. 4 laps to go. These laps going to click off pretty quick. 12.3 seconds around here. Still Davis and Steinke 1-2, and Steinke's gone down to the bottom to see if he can make up any space and try to pass his teammate. Now goes in through the middle and off to the top side. But Tiernan into second, back around Steinke. And he almost made a good bid for the lead right there. We're coming to the white flag this time off turn number 4. Tiernan trying to make a race out of it for the lead. Into the middle, not going to have enough right there. Almost was a drag race down the backstretch. He just lost too much momentum on the exit. It looks like Davis is going to win the heat race. Tiernan, Steinke, and Hardy, your top 4. Everybody else going to work through the soup. So heat racing complete. Now it's time for consolation races. C main. 16 cars scheduled to be in this one. Top 4 going to join the back of the B main. Top 4 going to join the back of our B main. Everybody else going to be done for the night. On the front row, on the inside, Dustin Griffiths to his outside. Matt Henninger. Row 2 on the inside, Peyton Grease on the outside, Ross Weiss. Row 3, Hayden Cardwell inside, Trevor Fitz outside. Row 4 going to be Jonathan Lowe on the inside, Anthony Job to his outside. Mike Henninger inside row 5 with Tyler Curtis to his outside. Chris Brenner inside row number 6, Alex Bergeron on his outside. Brandon Igo inside row 7. Going to have Brian Heisler on his outside. And then Derek Layton inside of row 8 with Mason Hannigan on his outside. So Tyler Curtis not making the car. We'll cut it down to 15. Take the top 4. They have 10 laps. Just like a heat race, only twice as many cars. Top 4 moving on. Everybody else moving out of session number 1. Going to have to wait for session number 2 to do it again. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoy the show. Don't forget, another one following this one. They'll turn the lights on over the track, redo the whole thing, and run it again. C-Main's underway. Green flag in the air. Henninger and Griffiths making contact. Griffiths is around. And that start most auspicious. And Dustin Griffiths did not get the start that he wanted for sure. That 82 car on the inside. I think he spins a little and goes right. Henninger spins a little and comes left. They make contact, and Peyton Grease is already in there. And Dustin Griffiths just not able to do anything with that. Car broke. Going to take it to the infield. He'll be done for session number 1, and we're waiting for the pace truck to pick up the field so we can get the top 10 listed out. So it's Henninger, Weiss, Fitz, Grease, Cardwell, Lowe, Job, Henninger, Bergeron, and Curtis right now. Matt Henninger's on the gas. The green flag back in the air, and he's going to go right to the bottom. Down to 3 and 4 this time. Still hanging on to the lead, but Trevor Fitz working the inside, trying to get second away from Ross Weiss. And then he hits the tires. And I don't know if hitting those tires and that caution coming out saved him or not. But I do know there was a lot of contact in behind that. Derek Layton's car rolling slowly. And I'm going to get the replays very well on this. For whatever reason, this track does not really agree with showing replays. I don't know what's going on. I always have a problem trying to rewind here. So it's Henninger, Weiss, Fitz, Cardwell, your top 4 right now. Grease, Lowe, Joe, Brenner, Igo, and Henninger. Rounding it out. These guys got 2 to go. White flag when they take the green, so a 1-lap shootout. No, that was wrong. Going to be a 3-lap shootout when they take the green. It's counting up, then it starts counting down. So the green flag back in the air. C-Main back underway. Henninger, Fitz, Weiss, Cardwell. Cardwell hugging those tires on the inside, and Peyton Grease has got it now. He's moved to the inside. Trying to move Cardwell up the hill, and Cardwell uses that as momentum. 2 to go that time by. This is the white flag lap, actually. I think we're going to be finishing this time off turn number 4. It looks like Matt Henninger, Trevor Fitz, Ross Weiss, and Hayden Cardwell going to transfer through. Everybody else done for the night. So we'll see these 4 cars in the back of the B main. And we'll bring 16 more out. We were going to keep 8. So half the field going to make it through. We'll wait on our front row to grid out here. On the pole is going to be the 039 of Kevin Swindell to his outside. The 77 of Aaron Schaefer. Row 2 on the inside. The 21 Tyler Henselman on the outside. The 2 car Dylan Hauser. Row 3 inside, the 211 James Eden, the outside, Kevin Hanley, the 110. Ernie Williams, the 91 car inside row 4 with Jason Randolph, the 047 on his outside. Michael Sheridan, the 15 inside of row 5. Kevin Click, the 25 car on the outside of that row. Row 6 inside, Matt Williams, the 002 machine, and on his outside, the 238 of Anthony Marvalijo. And from the C-Main, transferring in row number 7 on the inside, Matt Henninger, the 97, Trevor Fitz, right there in the 28 car. And then Ross Weiss, the 4 double deuce. Outside of him, going to be Hayden Cardwell in the 7. All right, pace truck will drop in this time. 12 laps. Top 8 stay. Everybody else done. For session number 1, we'll have 24 cars scheduled for the 35-lap A main. Swindell's on the gas. Green flag is in the air. Keeping our eyes right here in the middle of this mess. Aaron Schaefer out of shape. Hanging on to about 5th right now. He's behind Edens. He's behind Hauser. Behind Henselman, everybody behind Kevin Swindell right now. Ernie Williams into the 6th spot around the Cadillac, man. Move Hanley back to 7th. Michael Sheridan, the orange car, hanging on to that final transfer spot for right now. But working through and off the top 3 wide into turn 3, Randolph was on the top. Cardwell was in the middle. Right now, Cardwell's got the run off the top side, and he's going to go by Sheridan. But at the front, Dylan Hauser around the high side. He's got the lead before we get to halfway. Move Swindell back to 2nd. Henselman is still 3rd. Edens in 4th. Schaefer is in 5th. Williams is 6th. Hanley, and then Hayden Cardwell, your 8th and final transfer car right now. And he made a move around Hanley off the top side. Now look at the push bar of Ernie Williams, and that door gets shut by Williams and Schaefer. Those two cars coming together, the middle of the backstretch, and slamming that hole shut that Cardwell saw. 5 to go. Caution on the speedway. Car sideways. Might have been Fitz's car. Down on the inside, going to clip the tires. She's far enough sideways, and traffic is coming. That's what's going to trigger the caution flag, even though he kept it going. Hauser, Swindell, Edens, Henselman, Williams, Schaefer, Cardwell, and Hanley are top 8. Those are the transfer cars as of right now. Sheridan and Click, the first two out. Two to go this time by, and if the lights don't go off on the pace truck, I think we're going to get a one-lap shootout. Maybe not. Man, I wish that thing would just count a little bit better. I gotta figure out how to change that. Green flag in the air. Got a 3-lap shootout on our hands. Now we're going to have 2. This time by, going to get the white flag. One more to go. Still Hauser, Swindell, Edens, Henselman, Williams, Cardwell, Schaefer, Hanley making up the 8 transfer cars. And off turn number 4, Hauser, Swindell, Edens, Henselman, Williams, Cardwell, Schaefer, and Hanley are your transfer cars into the A main tonight. We've got 24 cars locked in. We'll get 35 laps up on the big board. Give these guys a couple of minutes of warm-up. Get ready to put on the first feature of the evening for you. Wicked Cushion making it possible for everybody to watch the great racing on the Dirt Racing Network from the Dirty Old Bastards. Drop by their website. Check them out. Use the code DOBRL for a 10% discount on everything you see there. Get your order in by midnight on race night. Your shipping is going to be free. Don't forget to drop by and visit wickedcushion.com. Tiny, tiny little bull ring here. High Banks. 0.3 of a mile. And I think that's if you are right up against the outside fence right there. It's 0.3 of a mile. So 35 laps will be on the board for session number 1. Track getting pretty slick. Not too many areas where there's much grip left there. These guys are going to be running right up against the outside wall. Let these guys wind out the rest of the practice session. I don't know if he's still here, JB, or not, but they fix it like less than 15 minutes after we called it. So big kudos to those guys. All right, practice session over. Feature time. Session number 1, Dirty Old Bastards Wicked Cushion 410 Outlaw Series. All right, on the pole, going to be the Hulk David Heileman, the 49 machine on his outside, the 005. That's Braden Eiler. Joe Quinn, the 90 car, inside row 2. Nathan Davis, a 36 on the outside. Row 3 on the inside, did 003 of Cody Downard. Stephen Calavoda on the 23 to his outside. Sean Walfels, a 42 inside row number 4 with James Tiernan, the Dirt Track Terror, on his outside in the 210. Catfish Chris Roberts, the 93 inside row 5. Mike Keegan, the X Machine, on his outside. Inside row number 6, Kendall Tucker. On his outside, going to be Josh Steinke. Row 7, Justin Thomas inside. Vinny Sansone outside. Billy Rowley's on the inside of row 8. Colton Hardy on his outside. Row 9's Dylan Hauser and Kevin Swindell. Row 10 going to be Edens and Henselman. Row 11, Ernie Williams, Hayden Cardwell. And on the back row, Aaron Schaefer and Kevin Hanley. So your 24 car field is set. 35 laps on the board. Going to go green this time off of turn number 4. The Hulk and the high side hustler bringing us to it. Green flag in the air. Eiler working the top side. Able to keep it close. All right, now David Heileman off the bottom. Still got the lead after 1. He's going to keep that car right in on the bottom, and eventually I think the top side will get through. But the caution going to come out first. Cody Downard in the infield. See what happened to Cody. This is off turn 4 right here. He's right in front of Sean Wallenfels. Down the corner left. Oh, got the whole left front across that, and that kind of stacked up he and Wallenfels both. And Braden Eiler had the lead when the caution fell. He was about half a car in front of David Heileman. So it'll be Eiler, Heileman, Quinn Davis, Calavoda, the top 5, Tiernan, Keegan, Steinke, Roberts, and Tucker. Going to move the white flag out to lap number 38. Going to go green the next time by. 33 laps still on the board. Green flag back over the speedway. Eiler going to keep it on the top side. Quinn tried to go to the bottom, see if he could make a challenge to Heileman. Wasn't able to really do anything right there. Now Nathan Davis is going to go to the top side and see if he can get around Quinn. Cars all over the track back here. Spread out everywhere. 2 wide, 3 wide through turns 3 and 4 all the way back. There's a big crash right there. That looks like Colton Hardy maybe. Colton Hardy's car off the top of turn 4, tumbling in the air. A little out of shape when he went in the corner. Not bad. Right rear, up in the fence. Oh, sucks the right front over. And then he gets clipped right behind that. Able to continue, it looks like. Not enough damage to stop that car. So we're going to move the white flag out to lap number 41. Go green the next time by. So about 30 to go. Eiler, Heileman, Quinn Davis, and Calavoda are top 5 right now. Eiler on the throttle, the green flag back over the race here. See how these cars are spread out everywhere, right past you on the camera right there. Too wide for many rows back. Some guys wanting to work the bottom, some guys wanting to work the top. Watching back here in about 5th position, James Tiernan. He's got Josh Steinke all over him right now. Steinke going a little wider on the exit. Wasn't able to make that work. He had to check up a little so he didn't run into that right rear tire. Right now, Nathan Davis right in front of these guys trying to work the high side, get around Quinn, but Quinn's got plenty of drive off the bottom. Able to hold him off at least for the time being. We'll see where they're at off turn number 4. Looks like Davis has the advantage. Move him into 3rd. Move Quinn back to 4th, right in front of Tiernan and Steinke, who battling. Tiernan's out of shape. Steinke gets by. That checked up Keegan, checked up Tucker, and checked up Calavoda. And those guys all made contact back there. But everybody keeps them facing forward, and we're going to stay under the green flag. Now David Heileman getting around the inside. He's trying to make a challenge on Eiler. Heileman working the bottom. Eiler working the top. That time off 2. Eiler has got a big advantage. So it's still Eiler, Heileman, now Davis. Up to 3rd, trying to close the gap. His teammate Josh Steinke right behind him. Moved himself into 4th around the top side of Joe Quinn and the caution. Not sure who that was for. Let's go back here. Let's see if maybe it was Hauser deep into turn 2, right across the nose of Cardwell. Starting a big chain reaction back there. Hello, Timothy. So cautions. We're working number 3. Going to move us out to 44 for the white flag. Not quite to halfway yet. The green flag back out. Still Eiler, Heileman, Davis, 1, 2, 3. Steinke in 4th. Quinn on the bottom in 5th. Kendall Tucker around the top side. That 39 machine. Oh, big checkup. Eiler out of shape. Heileman going to take the lead. That puts Davis on the inside of Braden Eiler also. Now the battle for 2nd, and David Heileman right in front of Eiler. Eiler had to check up, made a little contact with Nathan Davis. Davis is around him. Josh Steinke on the bottom trying to take 3rd away from Eiler. Not able to do it that time, and he loses another spot. But here comes Kendall Tucker. Throws it down deep into turn 3, and he's got 3rd place away from everybody. Got his sights set on the 36 machine of Nathan Davis off turn number 2, and Josh Steinke puts it on the inside trying to make the challenge. Take the spot back. Not enough that time. Still Tucker on the entry to turns 1 and 2. Tucker closed the gap and almost had to push Davis around the corner right there. Now he brings it up, slides across in front of him late. A lot of contact between these 2 or 3 cars right here, the 80, the 36, and the 39. Davis with the best of it right now. Putting back to P2. Tucker's going to work the bottom. Don't know if that's going to happen for him. Only one car really been able to do much off the bottom, and that was David Heileman. He's going to drop back to 4th behind Josh Steinke. So it's Heileman, Davis, Steinke. Then Tucker and Eiler, Mike Keegan. Right behind those guys. He's working the top side, and Keegan's looking to get around Quinn back here. Oh, big slide job from Tucker, and Tucker wasn't able to keep it straight. Davis probably not too pleased about that situation. We'll know pretty quick here. I know I saw Billy Rowley's car in this. So Billy Rowley and Tyler Henselman back those guys up just a little bit further here. Looked pretty good this time. Next time we go down into turn 3, I think those two come back together and make a little contact. Right there, just a little bitty tap on the entry to the corner. Turned Rowley around. Henselman was kind of hung up on him. Looks like Ernie Williams' car done for the day. He's taking that to the infield. So it's Heileman, Steinke, Eiler, Davis, Keegan, Tucker, Quinn, Roberts, Tiernan, and Edens, the top 10. We're going back green this time. About 14 to go in this one. So we're past the halfway point now. Can't hear the cars. Cars are pretty loud. Heileman about 3 car lengths out in front of Josh Steinke. Braden Eiler right behind that. All 3 of these guys working the top side now. Keegan and Davis battling for 4th and 5th, and that's a slide job battle right now. 3 wide as Tucker puts himself down on the bottom. Davis was in the middle. Keegan was out the top. This behind our 3 leaders. Mike Keegan in 4th right now. Now Kendall Tucker, Nathan Davis going to mount a battle here for 5th and 6th. Good move, late slider by Davis. Way out of shape right there. Had to back it down a little, and Quinn got his nose inside of Tucker. Tucker come down and knocked the front end out from underneath that car. Made him have to check up. Still a good battle right here. 1st and 2nd. Now getting away from Braden Eiler in 3rd. Going to be 8 laps to go this time off turn number 4. Heileman off turn 4. 7 to go. He's still got Josh Steinke in tow. There's a car. Woo, that was close. Close to being a big wreck. Not sure whose car that was. It was black and red. Might have been Colton Hardy. Yeah, it was. It was Colton Hardy's car. Good that time through 1 and 2, a little loose on the exit of 2, but I think the next time by his right rear is going to find the fence as he's going to go right up over top the cushion down here. Car was a little out of shape, got it up on the top, and when the right front made it over, it fell in the gap, and that puts him in the infield. So lap 50 going to be the new white flags. They're going to have about 6 to go. It's going to be Heileman, Steinke, Eiler, Keegan, Tucker, Tiernan, Edens, Davis, Roberts, and Thomas, our top 10. Green flag back in the air. 6 laps to go. 5 to go when we come off turn number 4 this time. Braden Eiler still hanging on to a podium spot behind Steinke and Heileman. Mike Keegan right behind him. Cushion looks like it's starting to get just a little bit on the rough side up there if you get a little too far up on it. Now Steinke losing a little bit of distance to Heileman. That's going to let Eiler put the slide job into 3 and 4 on him. Kendall Tucker trying to make a battle to get back into this 3 laps to go. That time Tucker in low slings it out wide. Eiler able to hang on. We'll watch the battle for 3rd. 2 to go off turn number 4. Still Heileman, Steinke, Eiler, 1, 2, 3. Keegan and Tucker in a big battle. This time off turn 4, David Heileman's going to see the white flag. Watching the 3rd place car, and I think it's pretty settled out right here. David Heileman looks like he's going to come home with the win. Off of turn number 4, give it to the Hulk. Steinke 2nd and Eiler 3rd. Please remind these guys how to behave. So they'll drop the caution down. We'll try to get these guys to come around here. Give us a good park job on the front stretch. Yeah, they got them all out of whack. So we won't be putting that graphic up for you guys, but we get these guys into the channel here. Right now they got a copy. All right, man. Third place in session number 1. Talk to us about that run tonight, bud. Yeah, it looked like a lot of guys really trying to throw slide jobs in there. A couple of close calls for you there with guys coming off of the inside of turns 1 and 2. Cushion just super, super rough up there. Nowhere else to run to really make any speed at this track, is there? All right, man. Well, some sponsors and some shout-outs to your fans, and we'll let you get ready for session number 2. All right, thanks, Braden. We'll look forward to seeing you in session 2, bud. Third place finisher, Braden Eiler. Get over here. Get a look at second place. Josh, thank you. You got a copy. All right, man. Second place tonight. Talk to us about that race out there and how you come home second. All right, man. Well, any shout-outs and thank yous, and we'll let you get to session number 2. All right, thanks, Josh. Guys are saying that they can't hear me, or can't hear the drivers, I guess. Everything is cranked up. TeamSpeak is all the way maxed out. David Heileman, you got a copy? Well, hang on. Let me get you turned up. See what's going on here. See if we can get you.
I could probably not lean 3 feet away from the mic.
No, it wasn't you. They're saying that everything was turned down, and somehow it looks like maybe a couple of my sliders got moved. I don't know. Oh, that's how they get moved. Okay, that makes all the sense in the world. All right, man. You come home with the win tonight, session number 1. Talk to us about that race and your win tonight. Sorry I don't have a better picture of your car, but it seems like Trading Paints is as messed up as iRacing today.
Yeah, same as mine was today. But yeah, race. Braden got out to the lead, and we are just kind of experimenting with the bottom and middle. And kind of obviously nothing was there. So once I think it was Davis and Stanky got behind me, I was like, okay, better go to the top on the restart. And then Bragan made a little mistake going into 3. And it was funny because all you can do in that situation is just turn your car to the left and try to hit him with your right side. And when I did, it looked like his car tipped over. I was like, oh no, that's gonna look really, really bad. But he ended up all right. And then I thought my car was broke, but then Chris was telling me, he's like, "Nah, you're pulling away." And I was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Car feels broke," but the next restart felt a little better. But then Josh was staying right with me, so I was kind of nervous on that last one. But I was able to just keep the momentum up and put the laps together to finish the race off.
Well, a good win here in session 1. See if you can sweep in session 2. You going to come back?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Sure gonna hope so and try it. But thanks for guys at KKR Sim Team, Wicked Energy Gum, Wicked Cushion, and Dirt Racing Network for putting it on.
All right, David, thanks for chatting with us. Look forward to seeing you in session 2.
Cool.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for session 1. Heileman's going to win it. Steinke second, Eiler third. Figured out the audio issue. Not sure how it happened, but it did. Got it fixed now. Hopefully everything is better. You guys can hear everyone and everything, and I can turn them cars down just a little bit because, man, did I have them cranked up. I couldn't hear myself think. But short pause for the cause. We're going to shut the stream down, get ready, retool everything, and get set up for session number 2. They're going to turn the lights on, rework the track. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Guys, tune back in here in just a few minutes. Until then, see you shortly.